Welcome to another episode of the Supernatural World podcast. For today's episode, we are going to be talking about the haunting of Oxford Milford Road. Brad Culp, who was a student at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, decided to start an on-campus magazine for his fellow students. Since Oxford is considered one of the most haunted places in America by many people, he decided that it would be a very smart idea to write about some of the paranormal situations that have happened in the city. One of the ghost stories he decided to write about was the Ghost of Milford Road. The Ghost of Milford Road is a tragic ghost story that takes place in the 1940s. A man and a woman who have fallen in love decided that they are going to keep seeing each other even though the woman's parents do not approve. They decide that at night the woman will let the man know when her parents are asleep by sneaking out of the house into her parents' car and shining the car light 3 times. The man would then ride his motorcycle down to meet her. They did this many nights with tremendous success, until one night the woman shined the light of her mom's car 3 times and the man never showed up. She found out later that the man took a right turn a little too sharply and crashed his motorcycle. Unfortunately, he did not survive the injuries he received from the crash, and he died. It was also rumored that he was going to propose to her that night. Rumor has it that the man's love-stricken ghost still haunts the road that he died on. Many people have stories of encountering a ghost on Milford Road, and many people claim that if you shine your car lights 3 times while on that road, you will encounter the ghost. Brad Culp decided to test this theory for his magazine article on the ghost. He and his girlfriend drove out to Milford Road so they could see if the story was true. Brad Culp was not a believer in ghosts, but his girlfriend was not nearly as skeptical. However, once they got to the road, Brad Culp shines the light of his car 3 times, and surprisingly enough, he sees a single light emerge from down the road and start driving towards them. At first, he believes this to be a coincidence. He rations that a kid on a motorcycle or bike must be coming towards them. But once the light gets close enough to them where they would be able to see who is making the light vanishes, and there is no motorcycle or bike anywhere. They even shined the car light over where the light was coming from, but there was nothing there at all. Whatever was making the light had disappeared out of thin air. He and his girlfriend swear up and down that this story is true, and it was enough to turn Culp into a believer, as he sees no rational explanation for what happened to them. If you are ever in Oxford, you should head down to Milford Road and shine the lights of your car 3 times. Whatever happens next could make you a believer in the supernatural. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Supernatural World podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at CWT Media. You can also visit our website, thesupernaturalworld.weebly.com, by visiting the link in the description. Also, subscribe to whatever platform you are currently listening to this podcast on. Thank you for listening.